coming down with 7 picks. It's the Texans and the Colts, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A huge play there right off the bat. 71 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Stroud. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quay Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and we'll have to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on, but his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2.
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it.
This one, and they need to go back to the drawing board.
is going to be swallowed up right away.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. After running it, now Richardson will throw it. This one into the hands of Will Mallory. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So first and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. The Colts at 8-4 now in the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Richardson now on second down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They go again with Pierce. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. This defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now 2nd and 3. In motion right, that's Hardman. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Down inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they come up now 2nd and goal. Again, it's Pierce. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Dameon Pierce, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out is their quarterback with his offense to take over once more. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Richardson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball on time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
A dump off to Sims. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Stroud off the play fake.
Completes it to Hardman.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd down and 3. Here's Pierce on the counter.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Caught out right by Renfro. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stroud. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and 1, Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Indy set to go on offense once more. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Richardson working from the gun.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Finding Hardman here over the middle.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and the result, a Houston touchdown.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. Now Richardson.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Richardson to throw off play action. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't. It's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
On first down, here's Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. And Stroud now to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Again, it's Stroud. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he... Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looking bad on that board, but now they broke it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Alert! Alert!
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So we reach halftime, and
well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Davis now. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First and 10, Taylor now. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back to Taylor on first down. A nice little juke. Down to about the 37.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
There's some space here, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Off the bootleg, Davis. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now it's second and 10. To throw again, Davis. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. An extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quay Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Stroud out of the gun here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's not not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Stroud on third down now. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
He finds his man complete. It's Stanley. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And down to the 41.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. On the option left, Richardson. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now Davis, off play action. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake, Davis. And that's going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They go play action here on first down. Oh, and that is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Davis. Going down the middle, and it's
It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. He'll keep it himself. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Taylor is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Stroud. It's complete to Williams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A run for Pierce out of the gun. He can't get him down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run.